What's good, YouTube? It is your girl, Trisha, just checking back in with a quick message. I hope everyone is doing well. Welcome to anybody who's new to the channel, anybody who's returning, get on in here. Your girl's spirit is fresh, it's re-upped. So happy. I did have to go through me a few months of training, just trying to get my spirit right, mind right. Had to go through my own ups and downs, in and out of my own sin and everything else, right? We all go through it. So yes, your girl had to do her own digging too, right? But what I was led to in this season was really just about Proverbs, right? And as I was studying Proverbs, and if you go into Proverb 1, you would know that the story was written about, it was written to the son. So it was written by David to his son Solomon, right? And he was letting him know that in all you getting, make sure you understand wisdom, because wisdom is what's going to fuel you. And one of the things, if you watch any of my other previous videos, I've always talked to you about the first thing you always get is the knowing. The knowing, you acknowledging God, right? And I always talk to you guys about this knowing that has to be up inside of you before you can do the wisdom. What is the wisdom? The wisdom is you getting the instructions, the actions to walk out the plan. Whatever the plan is God tell you to do. Sometimes it's instructions for a business. Sometimes it's instructions for your life. Sometimes it's instructions on what he wants you to do with your kids next, right? Every instruction he gives you is different. And during this time while he's calling me into understanding this change and what he wants me to do, I was drawn back to Proverbs, and I said, why are we having me go back to Proverbs today out of all the chapters in the book? And he was like, well, I'll give you guys a little backdrop. Back in, I'm going to say 2022 is when my life had dipped and had to come back, right? But that last time I was like re-upping my spirit, I was more or less asking God, why didn't he just let me die then versus him keeping me? And one of the things he was telling me is that my story wasn't over. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But I kept still, like anybody else, dipping in and out of my flesh. And it wasn't until 2024 when I really had my surgery that I was like, okay, what are we doing? And he was like, I want your eyes open, and I really want you to see who's here, who's not, but I'm always planted within you. And so he took me back to Proverbs because he wanted to make sure the seed that was planted was still being watered, the original seed. And so back in 2022 when all this happened, I started Let's Direct Our Own Path, because at the time I needed a safe place, and I really didn't have one, and mentally screwed, right? And one of the things that he kept letting me know was, do not be wise in your own eyes, but fear the Lord and shun evil. This will bring health to your body and nourishment to your bones. And he kept on letting me know this is how I had to rewrite my story in the beginning when I was first going through the first layer of healing and just acknowledging that I was broken, right? And he was like, nope, this is that knowing piece I'm talking about. He was like, nope, I just want you to know me. I want you to settle in. I don't want you to take it too rough. I don't want you to go too far. So sometimes in your getting of understanding with God is he saying, let's find the basics. The basics is you acknowledging that you're broken. The basics is you acknowledging that you need some level of help. And he said, now that we're here, right here, he said, let me give you my wisdom. So when he gives you his wisdom, he's showing you how to turn from whatever it is you're going through at that moment. Whether it's you self-sabotaging yourself, whether it's you in a relationship that you no longer need to be in. He gives you instructions on how to move and how to get out of those seasons, right? And you're like, are you sure, God, this is what I want to do? And he said, yeah. And one of the things, and I'm not going to read you the whole passage. You guys please go back and read Proverbs chapter 3 yourself. But I just wanted to make sure I wanted you guys to know one of the things he said. He said, my son, do not forget my teaching, but keep my commandments in your heart. For they will prolong your life many years and bring you peace and prosperity. Let love and fruitfulness not leave you. Bind them around your neck. He said you're going to have to get so rooted in peace, prosperity, and love that you're going to have to start binding this around your neck. Next up, he said you're going to have to know this is part of you putting everything under submission and understanding where he wants you to go in this season, right? And he said, and when you do these things, then you will win favor and a good name in the sight of God and man. He said, when you are able to bind this prosperity, this goodness, he said, when you are able to bind it at the neck, then you get your favor. Some of us was trying to figure out, like, when does this whole favor piece come into place? But I'm going to tell you, it took me now almost a year to understand when this favor really steps in the place, because we were so used to being in survival mode, or we were so used to still operating through the mercy that he gave us, that we didn't know when we were actually moving into favor. And he said in this season, he wants you to know that you're in favor of where he wants you to go in this season. And with that, he said, this is why he tells us to trust in the Lord with all of our hearts and lean not onto our own understanding, but in all our ways. He said, but in all your ways, acknowledge him. In the good, the bad, wherever you at in life. He said, acknowledge me and I'll be there with you. This is why he was letting us know so much about how to just get that nourishment that we need from him. And that's why he says, blessed are those who find wisdom, those who gain understanding, for she is more profitable than silver and yield better returns than gold. She is more precious than rubies. Nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, but in her left hand is riches and honor. Her ways are pleasant ways, and all her paths are peaceful. She is a tree of life to those who take hold of her. Those who hold her fast will be blessed. God said when you hold on to his wisdom, you will be blessed. Take the her or the him up out of there and understand that he is talking about his wisdom. When you take hold of his wisdom, you will be blessed in this season. I want you to know this is your blessed season. I want you to know that you are right where God wants you to be, and the favor is written all up over you. And I say walk in it, love in it, and grow in it. Again, this is your girl Trisha, just checking back in with a quick message to let you know you are right on schedule and you are showing up right where he wants you to be, and you are more beautiful than you ever thought you are. So keep glowing, keep going. And again, don't forget to like, comment, and share. And for everybody who's on here, please engage with the content. Don't forget to just leave a comment. Let me know where you at. What would you like for me to talk more about? And if it's anything that you need from me, let me know. But I am the owner of Let's Direct Our Own Path, where we do mentorships and where we do one-on-one, as well as providing housing for those who are in need. So if you need anything, please look at my description below, and it will have everything that you need to get in contact with me. Until next time, you guys be blessed and stay prayed up.